Undefined Radio. Prepare for glory!
You mean you eat other people's lunches?
Stop it!
That 2 plus 2? Thomas Jefferson, sucker!
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Oh, hell no!
Hey, see if they got any pie. Bring me some pie.
Do you like pie?
Why, hell yeah!
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hail to the king, baby.
And welcome everybody once again to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com. Hope you guys and gals are doing well as we try to get you through your lunch day right here on Undefined Radio. It is we got a little bit of a late start. Tell you what, video didn't want to kick in the right way. Didn't want to kick in the right way. Matter of fact, what I ought to do, well, I think I'm actually going to. Let's see if we can change these camera views up a little bit. How about that? We'll try that. Try to get this thing situated the right way. Because, Lord, I've been up against it this morning, it feels like, all day long. Hopefully, we'll have me a guest here pretty soon joining me on the show to talk about a lot of great music, a lot of great stuff that's happening. But we want to talk about some giveaways we're going to be doing pretty soon. And we're going to be giving away. Let's see if I can get it over here. Look, I got two of these we're giving away. Going to be giving away a couple of these bad boys here. We'll be giving those away this week. See if I can get it there. For those of you listening on Undefined Radio, I'll tell you what these are. It's a wine tumbler and a mug, coffee mug, camo. You can go check them out on our Facebook page. I'll be posting a picture of those things here in the next little bit. So you can see what it is we are trying to do, what we're going to give away. Got to say, we started the lunch show last week, and man, had a great week. Caught it kind of my soft opening was last week. We started in the middle of the week, really, with Undefined Lunch. And, man, we played you a lot of good music, and music that was, fun. It was fun, let me tell you. It was great. New music that I'd heard and that I'd never heard, right? Music from some people, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And I've never listened to them before, so I didn't know what to think, right? I had no idea what to think about these guys. And I got to tell you, they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint at all. So it was awesome. And for those of you who didn't hear, we're going to play some of those today as well. Because you really, man, if you want to appreciate some good music, it's what you got to listen to. Those are the kind of things you want to hear because you don't really get that opportunity a lot, right? You just don't get an opportunity to hear that kind of music a lot. And you should, especially because we play multi-genre music here, which means country, rock, pop, rap, whatever it is, because this is all indie artists, right? These are not big record label artists. It's not mainstream artists. It's none of that. None of that. You can listen to that anywhere. You really can. You can listen to that stuff anywhere else. So we chose not to play that here. I want to play music that you haven't heard and get out and hopefully get you out to see and support some of these bands and artists that are out there getting it done, who have music out there that they want you to hear, and you should hear because it's good. It really is good. And so we're going to play you guys a lot of that today, of course. For those of you, like I said, who listen. Now, if you're watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, and you just don't have time to watch the video, and I get that. I really do understand that. Here's what you can do. You can go and download the free Undefined Radio app. It's free. Undefined Radio app. Let me, that's my phone right there, I guess. Let me show you what it looks like. Just so you can see, for those of you watching on Facebook, so you can see, because those of you who are watching elsewhere, listening elsewhere, probably already have the app. This is what it looks like. All right? That's what it looks like right there. All you got to do is go and download that app. You'll see the button right there, Undefined Radio. Go check it out. Like I said, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't eat up a lot of data time on your phone. All right, doesn't need a lot of your data up. So it's not difficult to go in there and see it and get it done. You can go in there and get it done. I know I appreciate it. I know that our musical guests appreciate it, the ones that we play their music. I definitely know they appreciate it. I had a couple reach out to me last week, Cody Riddle being one of them, reaching out and to thank us for playing his music, and really thank Randy for turning me on to his music. And then, of course, Cody for actually creating great music that we want to listen to, because I got to tell you, I loved his music. I thought Cody's song that we played last week was excellent. It was excellent. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. I think we'll go ahead and play that again. That's a great way to start off on Monday. It's a great way to start off on Monday because, good Lord, Mondays are difficult. So if you're going to have a Monday and you're going to say you're going to play some great music, you need to kick it off with great music. You need to kick it off with great music. So if you don't know who Cody Riddle is, you stay tuned, you stay listening to this show, you will know who Cody Riddle is. You're going to get to know him very well, I hope. That's my hope. If you know any artist out there, and I keep saying this, and it's very, very true, but I keep saying it. You know musicians, you know bands, they have music, they want to get it out. Maybe they just want to be interviewed. Maybe they don't have anything that they've recorded yet, but they play a lot around the areas. Whatever area that in, we're talking coast to coast here, border to border. If you want them to get their stuff out, or at least get their name out there, we don't have to play their music. We can interview them. They can play live on the air. I'm open for it all. That's what we're about here at Undefined Radio, right? That's what we're about here, getting them out there, getting their name out there, getting their faces out there, so people can see who they are. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's play a little Cody Riddle. I want y'all to hear this song again, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. And for those of you who, and there's a lot because I'm one of them. I love old school country sound, right? There's a distinctive sound to old school country. It doesn't have that pop flavor to it. If you're one of those who love that old school sound, you're going to love Cody Riddle. I'm just saying, guys, you're going to. It's going to be great. Here it is, Cody Riddle. Can't Love You on the Phone. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
I've been driving this truck, rolling these wheels for a long time. Dodging scales and taking speed pills.
No, shut up.
Trying to survive. I gotta keep these big wheels rolling. Mississippi seems so far away. Then her telephone rings and it's me. This is all I've got to say. I can't love you on the phone. I know it's hard at home alone. Just be patient with me, dear. Don't you cry no more tears. I kiss your picture every night, just before I close my eyes. So darling, just be strong. I just can't love you on the phone. Another day, another mile, trying to make ends meet. It's pouring rain, sleet, and snow. I've been stranded for 2 weeks. I call home to hear her voice, much to my surprise. I hear a stranger in the background. Lord, this ain't my day tonight. She said, I can't love you on the phone. It's just too hard at home alone. I've been patient with you, dear, but I'm tired of crying all these tears. I got someone new by my side. He's at home every night. I got tired of holding on. I just can't love you on the phone. So darling, just move on. Just can't love you on the phone.
All right, that was Cody Riddle. Can't love you on the phone. And we got the man who produced that song with you right here.
Well, that's it, baby. That's me.
Yep.
Can't love you on the phone, Cody Riddle. Man, I had a lot of fun recording that one with him.
Dude, it was good. So how'd you meet Cody?
Oh, I met Cody in 2016. He came and played a little St. Jude benefit. Well, actually, my friend Kevin Thomas had seen him first. And then I met Cody at a St. Jude benefit we had up in Mount Pleasant, Mississippi, up there behind the old fire department. He came and played, and I met he and his wife, Leslie, at the time. And Cody kind of got away from music for a little while, and then his wife, Leslie, gave him a blessing for it, said, hey, if you want to do it, go do it. So he's back.
Well, I'll tell you, he's got such a great old school country sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He really likes a lot of that outlaw, old school country, outlaw country kind of sound. I got another one we're going to get to you here pretty soon. It's a song he wrote called Hometown Hero, and it's more of a rocker. It's more of a outlaw, kind of jam.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that one. I was impressed, because I heard his cover. I listened to his cover of Desperado.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But I purposefully didn't listen to his original until we got on the air.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be surprised and
right.
listen to it with the rest of the listeners. But good Lord, man. But that that was the way with everything that you sent me the other day. Because I played it all on Friday, I believe. I think it was Friday. It was good stuff. It was really good.
It's got past the Randy test before I send it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I really wasn't worried about it and maybe trying to listen to it first. I was like, Randy sent it to me. I know it's not going to be bad.
Right.
It may or may not be some people's cup of tea, but I know it was going to be, especially the country stuff, I knew it was going to be good stuff. Right. It wasn't going to be something crazy. And,
and it's going to sound good too. I'm not going to, I can't, some of these bands go and record with when I hear it. I'm like, guys, the song ain't bad, but your quality is just not, up to it. And I get it. I know people have different ways of recording in there, all that, but I'm just like that. I'm that top professional quality sound. Like Cody's record here, and like Cody's record, and then my friend Shep Knox, who we heard on here. Man, I use professional studio guys.
Yeah.
I mean, from the drummers to bass players to fiddle players, steel guitar players, lead guitar players, anything I have is studio quality guys. And I try to tell some of these guys, I said, look, I know you probably want to use your band. And we've even had a band on and before come to the studio and almost quit. The whole band did because the lead singer was like, look, guys, you know, it's when you play live and you're a studio guy, you're talking about totally different players.
Yes.
Two totally different players.
Exactly.
When you go in the studio and you get those studio guys to go in, and when they send it back to you and when it's mastered, man, I myself, if I was a singer, that's what I would want because that's going to make me better.
Well,
and if I was in your band and if I played drums or I played bass or I played steel guitar or whatever instrument, I'd want it too because that's going to make me better.
That's right.
The licks, the timing, I mean, the chord, the progression, everything on it. I was like, man.
Yeah,
you know, and somebody get mad. Well, am I not good enough? Well, to be honest with you, no. I mean,
but I think there's a difference too because when you're just doing live stuff,
right,
and you don't record or anything, you're out there just freewheeling it.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't really worry about hitting the same licks time after time. You're out there just getting on it and playing. Sometimes it becomes repetitive and robotic. Whereas studio players know that I have to put the best sound I can out there. I don't have time to go out here and just wing it and just do whatever and not put forth the best sound I can put forth.
Exactly.
It's a different mindset completely.
Yep.
When you're doing that.
And very creative. I mean, I may send something out on Monday and I might not get anything back till Wednesday or Thursday because these guys, they sit and listen to it and they let it marinate.
Sure.
You know, in their head and they hear this. Oh, let me go back and let me change this instead of just going in there, hit record. Okay, this will do. And then just send off to them.
That's right. Yeah, it makes a difference. I mean, the sound in this music,
right?
It's so good.
Yeah,
and I think that's one of the things that I think people don't really understand either is that there's a lot of great music. There's a lot of great bands, singles artists out there.
Oh, I mean,
ever gets to
right here in our state.
Yeah.
My friend Justin Kirk was just up for Mississippi Songwriter of the Year, and it was like 20 something maybe in there. I mean, it was a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. There's so much stuff that people don't ever get to hear,
right?
That they don't know is out there.
That's right.
And the hardest thing I think for these guys,
it's out there, but it's hard. I'm gonna say it's hard. When you got Spotify, you got iTunes Music, which all the stuff that you hear, Cody, Chip, Justin, Paxton P, who music I sent you, all those guys, everybody's on Amazon Music. You can buy their music, whatever. And it's on Spotify.
These artists.
The hardest thing is though, is for a lot of people who just don't have that financial backing.
That's true.
I mean, and that's something. I mean, that's a big thing that you got to have is that financial backing because you got to market yourself.
You really do.
You got to put it out there for people. You know,
and I think the marketing never stops.
No,
like you can't throw a few $100s or a few $1,000s in for that matter one time and expect that's it. It's all going to take off now. That's not how marketing works.
Oh no.
And I think a lot of people do not understand that marketing is constant. You always have to be out in front of the public. You see a lot of these guys playing everywhere just so they can stay out in front of the public.
That's why TikTok's so popular with them.
Yeah,
I mean, Instagram. You know, you see them on Instagram. You know, putting up TikTok videos all the time. You know, a really good friend of mine in Nashville said, "Man, there's guys they putting stuff out. Sometimes two, 3 times a month. They're putting up content. Now, it may not be a whole song. It may be something that they're working on.
Out. Make them go buy the rest of it or look for the rest of it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what it should be anyway.
And you put it out there. You know, yesterday, my friend Cody Riddle just put out a video of a song by Larry Fleet called "That's Where I Find God." Great song. He just sitting around the house. It was quiet. It just came to him. And, he put it out there on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do.
You really do. You have to put forth that effort to get it out there. Again, that's why I love the stories. I can't wait to get to talk to a couple of these guys.
Yeah. And
just to hear. I love the journey of a lot of these singer-songwriters that are out there.
And Cody's got a really good story behind him, too. I mean, he's, of course, I'll bring him over here one day to the studio. I'll let him tell it. And I mean, he grew up, singing Southern gospel. He was 8, 9, 10 years old. His daddy, they had a group, they had a bus. I mean, they went from church to church. I mean, that's how they lived.
Yeah.
In a bus, church to church, love offerings. You know.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
That's wild.
yeah. I mean, think about that. I mean, you may go to this church, maybe 30 people. Then you go to the next church on Wednesday night, it may be 300-400 people.
That's right.
You know. But
that's
yeah, he's got a good story. He's
oh
yeah. I'll let him tell his story, but it's really good.
Oh, I became a fan. I mean, just listening to his song right there, and then of course I told this earlier, he messaged us about and thanked us for playing this music out there, and I was like, man, music was great.
He better. I got onto it.
No, it was music was great.
Always be thankful.
Oh man,
always.
And it was. I mean, it was so good, and that's why I'm saying I can't wait to hear more. But that was like we were talking about. That was a lot of these guys out there, because what are the odds? I mean, the chances of ever getting into Nashville, New York, any of these big Atlanta now, a lot of these big music cities and getting these big labels is very, very small. It's almost akin to winning the lottery these days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's very, very difficult, but I think a lot of artists have proven that you can do it without it.
Yeah. I can tell you, for instance, there's two guys from Alabama, Charlie and Gary, a group called Muscadine Bloodline. They've been humping it for years out there on the road. But guess what? They don't pay a label, or they don't have a label getting any money out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a manager, they got a crew, they got a bus. Same as Frank Foster. Foster, same way. Frank was an oil field guy.
That's right.
You know, worked 2 weeks and he booked himself for 2 weeks. But Frank's up to a point now to where he a couple years ago he quit offshore. You know.
Oh yeah.
He didn't need it no more.
Frank is my brother-in-law's favorite artist.
Yeah.
Period.
He'll go from I think he's getting anywhere from 15 to 20,000 a show.
Yeah.
His wife, he does now have a booking agent, but he pays his band, pays the bus, pays the crew. That's
Takes
it.
care of his folks, and
that's it.
The
rest of his money.
Do now.
You know, now what he don't have is that big machine, that big promotional machine like a Warner Brothers or Sony or something like that out there that's spending boohoo's of money, putting your face in Times Square, and buying billboards up all over the United States, pushing yourself.
Sure. But that's like when we'll be in the car and we're riding and turn on the music, and it's like after an hour, it's not even that long honestly anymore. I think they rotate them every 30 minutes now. You're hearing the same 4 or 5 songs.
Yep.
I was like, we've got to find something. I can't. We got to plug in. Because when music, let's make it random, and I have to hear the same stuff because I don't even like what I'm hearing for the most part.
Right. Well, I was in radio for a long time up at Kick, so I just kind of work part time behind the scenes. I see it all going down, and man, you think pretty much the record labels pretty much run radio stations.
Oh yeah. They tell you what you're going.
Well,
to do, right?
I mean, they're going to, they have these promo teams,
mm-hmm.
And they tell you there's a bunch of them I do love. Great people up there who work for these labels.
Sure.
Great people that want to work for them. But like, hey, when will you get this Carrie Underwood on? Are you gonna get this? And they know what's going to, and they'll rush it, and next thing you know, these artists are putting 3 or 4 songs out a year.
Oh yeah,
because these labels, they're like, hey, can you, can we get a little bit here? Can we get a little bit there?
Name. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but it's to the point now to where it's like and maybe it's the sound. I'm not sure what it is, but even like, I was saying this last week. There are some songs, and I'm not a fan of pop country, but there are some that are catchy, that are fun.
Yeah.
That I'll listen to, and I will. I'll first, because if it's good music, it's fun to listen to. I'll listen to it. Like Fancy Like. He came out of nowhere with that and the TikTok stuff. And another example of how you can create a career for yourself all of a sudden.
Right.
Out of something that seems just, well, this is never going to work. Oh, here's this song. Let me just float it out here. My daughter creates a cool dance to it. And here we go.
Well,
you can do that. Now, when that song comes on, I like it because I also like the backstory of the dude and what he's had to go through. To me, that's what I connect with. But
it's the Applebee's jingle.
Yeah, but for most of it, it's, somebody wrote this song for me or just wrote a song. They want me to do it because I need a catalog of songs.
Right.
There's no heart or soul into it.
Yeah.
All this music you sent me the other day felt like it had something to it.
Yeah, but because those guys wrote it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
so, and you can tell those
nobody in
stories,
Nashville. I mean, we don't get songs from publishing companies and different things out of Nashville that pitch us. I mean, you have to write, and then you hope somebody one day can from a publishing company hears you and say, "Hey, man, I like your stuff. It sounds good. You think we might get you a deal? Get you with Warner Music or Sony or Warner Chappell or Sony Music Publishing somebody."
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
I think that makes such a big difference. When
you sign with that, you got to write a lot, but you write with some of the best in Nashville.
Oh yeah,
or wherever Dallas or
wherever they're sending you. But I still think it's worth people tuning in and listening to it and sharing it. That's really the key. I think people need to understand too. You hear people say, because I know you've heard it. People talk about, well, I want to hear more of it. I'm like, it's out there. When people say like and share something, it takes you 2 seconds to like and share something.
That's it. That's what
you don't know who else is going to catch on to it. And that artist you want to hear more out of is now getting built up enough where they can give you more.
Yeah.
Because it is a process.
It is that.
Like this one. I love this song, by the way. We're about to play Chip Knox's Give a Dang.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good song.
Another one I had my hand on.
Dude, this is so much fun. I love this song. It's fun. But it's
same studio guys I use here. Same
really?
bunch. Yep. Same guys.
Well, they did a good job because this whole thing right here was really good. So, guys, we're gonna play a little Chip Knox Give a Dang. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here with Undefined Radio. We'll be back with more. My guest, Randy Mayer, right here in the studio. Give the song a listen. You're gonna love it.
Judge me by these boots that I wear on my feet, by the words that I choose to speak. Yeah, 'cause you don't know a dang thing about me. And that cowboy hat, no, it don't mean that you've been on a farm. And it don't mean you've had tan on your arms. We all know exactly who you are. And I've got more country in my roots. And I've got more miles on these broke down beat up boots. But I guess you wouldn't understand, 'cause that's something that you ain't. And I'm gonna tell you, son, I just don't give a dang. You pretty boys, well, you all think that you're big rock stars, but you ain't never fought your way out of a bar. Oh, you don't even know who you are. Now listen, Hoss. So you think you can't pull one on me? Well, I'm gonna tell you just how it's gonna be. 'Cause you ain't never met no country boy like me. Yeah. And I've got more country in my roots. And I've got more miles on these old broke down beat up boots. And I guess you wouldn't understand, 'cause that's something that you ain't. And I'm gonna tell you, son, I just don't give a dang. Yeah, I just don't give a dang.
There we go. That is Chip Knox. Give a dang. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com. Guys, like and share this page. Go to our Facebook page, Undefined Radio. Give it a like, give it a share. Same thing with YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel so when we go live, you won't miss anything. All of that helps. Me and Randy have been talking about that. Of course, promotion is everything. We talk about that a lot, but you got to. It's simple. Mark just said it best in the chat right here. Mark said indie music is like indie wrestling. A simple share can go a long ways. And people are like, hey, how do you interact with each other? Well, if you're listening on the Undefined Radio app, all you got to do is go to our Facebook page and interact with us live every day at lunch, right here live on the air. I'll read your comments, try to get to them. You got questions, you like music, you got some music you'd like to recommend, because I've got some coming up this week that Mark recommended from a guy that I listened to this stuff the other day. I really like it. I'll be bringing that to you guys probably tomorrow, so get ready for it. But there's good music everywhere. And for those of you on Facebook, you're wondering, wait a minute, who are you talking to about this app? It's the Undefined Radio app. It's a free app. Does not hardly use any data on your phone. It's easy to get to. You can't miss it. It's great. You take it everywhere. The quality is excellent through the app. And unlike radio, you never get out of service area. The only way you don't get service is if you don't have service to your phone, period. And there you go. It's that easy, folks. But yeah, Andy, Chip Knox, tell me a little bit about Chip.
Oh, man, I met Chip when he was, well, we were same age probably, about 18, 19 years old. He had a group, he's got a group called Mudflap King that they play around Memphis. They play TJ Mulligan's and, oh, man, they've been like St. Louis, and they've been around, I'd say just a bit south, but they played regionally. Of course, Chip's Memphis Fireman, has been for, oh, gosh, 12, maybe 10, 12 years, something like that. Maybe it could be 15. I couldn't remember. He told me before. And also, I got another song from him. The first song we put out was a song of his called Driver. And the song is it's pretty sentimental. It's a, I don't know if you remember, but probably a year or two ago now, there's a gentleman by the name of David Pleasant. Mm-hmm. David was killed in the line of duty there in Memphis. He wasn't far from retiring. Oh yeah. And he was going through a red light, and a drunk driver hit the truck. And well, that kind of got to Chip. He kind of knew him, but he had friends who worked on him and knew him. And he wrote a song and wrote it. And then that afternoon, he sang it at David's funeral. Oh, wow. And we got in the studio and we recorded it. It's pretty basic. It's just, yeah. Like I always tell him, man, hold on. Like I tell him, it's I'm not going to overproduce anything. If I hear what I hear in the song and I think it's all it needs, and I said, man, this song just needs a guitar, a bass, and a piano and a little drum in it. And man, it turned out more than he and I both. I can't wait to hear that. Oh yeah, yeah, it's good. I'll get it to you. It's really good, and I'll try to get him to come in just like Cody. I'll get him to come in the studio as well one day, and we'll. One cool thing I want to do when I bring artists in, yes, is get people, folks that comment or whatever on here. Hey, request a song, make them challenge the singer. Say, look here, what song? Now it's got to be. I wouldn't say, a guy that's country, don't come in and say, hey, can you play Kanye West?
That's right. Really.
Yeah, don't do that. And we'll do something kind of like that live.
Yeah, because that'd be fun.
Interact with the listeners.
We used to do that, right? We had people come in from all across the U.S. and hopefully we're trying to get back to that, by the way. So we want to do that because it's fun. I think they have fun when they're doing it, being able to just go in here and just be relaxed. Right. Just do whatever, talk about whatever, because that is one of the things we will do. We let our guests talk. They can talk and tell their stories in any kind of language they want to tell it in.
Because here's the thing about it, too. That helps you, too, because they have people who never heard of Undefined Radio.
Oh, yeah. Quite a bunch.
And, so, I mean, it goes hand in hand.
A friend of mine. And there you go. Yeah. I mean, I tell you, it's amazing the people who know other people who you don't know.
That's right.
All right, and then all of a sudden,
I found that out real quick. I have. I was like, man.
Yeah, really, right? And so it's funny to me when that happens, but also again, like stories like that, and where some of these artists are inspired by, not just, and sometimes it's not tragedy, sometimes it's heartbreak, or sometimes it's just something cool that happened in their life that around, or something they've seen, or like you said, were inspired by, and motivated by it. Didn't directly happen to them, but it's affected people that they know.
Yeah.
And that's why I love songwriters so much.
It's real.
It is very real.
It's real.
It is very
And that's what people want these days is it's real.
Yeah, they want to be able to connect to the songs. I do. Those are the ones I love the most anyways. The ones I can connect to and say, okay, yeah, that was good.
You know, we can go out there, I mean, anybody can go out there now and write a song about a truck, a trailer, tailgates, girls with 10 legs, a cooler sloshing in the back.
Oh, that's right.
Get a hit.
That's pretty much it, too.
Huh?
That's pretty much it, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot more four-wheeler riding these days, though.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. You know, or let's go, throw some mud or something, you know?
It.
Okay.
That's it.
But actually this, but how many of those songs do you hear and you're like, okay, you know, that's enough.
Yeah. I think we're good. I think
we're good. Yeah, right. You know,
for that. I mean, and I know I get that way. It's like,
same as it was. You remember back in 2001 when nothing against a great song, but you know, Toby Keith had to have a war song. Alan Jackson.
Yes.
I mean, everybody started. You know, it was just okay, guys. Let's get out. You know, let's get out of that deal. You know, everybody was writing stuff about soldiers.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. But you know, after a while, it's like okay.
But when everybody's putting out the same song,
the cookie cutters,
right? It gets. I mean, there's only a handful of those songs I even listen to anymore that still started. I think Toby's was one. Tim McGraw's.
Yep.
His what's it called?
Live Like
If
You Were
reading this.
Which one? Oh, if you're reading this, yeah.
That one kills me.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
But then there's a bunch more. I'm like, okay. It sounds like, and I'm not saying it didn't mean something to some of those guys who put it out. It probably did.
Right.
But some of it's just like, all right, I'm just putting out stuff to capture a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but I agree with you though. It's some of that you're just.
I'll tell you something pretty cool now. Daryl Worley, Win Varble, who I've been friends with. Old Win is a good old country guy from up there around Columbia, Tennessee. They went back and rewrote "Have You Forgotten," and the new song is called "Have We Forgotten," and it is really good.
Oh, I'd love to hear
it. Is really good. Yeah, it's called.
Yeah,
it's called "Have We Forgotten," and it talks. It really hits home with what's going on in America right now.
Sure, I think, but that was what was cool about that song too when it was wrote.
Oh yeah,
was because I think you do, because there is that tendency to go back to your normal life. We experience tragedy, everybody talks about it, they say they're all affected, and then we just kind of brush on by it. It seems like and kind of put to the side and put it out of sight, out of mind. Mark says it's hard to listen to the radio when most of the genres sound the same now.
I do.
We just had right here in Memphis. We just had a long-term radio station switch, and I don't listen to a lot of pop music anymore because it really is all the same now.
You don't need to. It's country now.
It is, and now, and just like you said, it has turned country, and that radio station just flipped country.
Yeah,
pop country.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, so it's like,
I mean, it is what's selling now these days.
You know, it really is.
Country and hip hop.
It is because and pop really is not like it was. Right. It had its phase, but it's real because again, it's just like pop is horrible. There's nothing good about it anymore. And it really isn't pop anymore. It is pretty much hip hop now.
Yeah.
There's really no original pop music left anymore, I don't think. I can't.
One thing that gets me about it now is it's just like, and I say I listen to it. I mean, I'll catch it every so often going through channels. It's just how nasty this thing got.
Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't that amazing though? People want to preach to you about this and that, you know, especially then all of a sudden they're putting out stuff like that about, you know, twerking, butt cheeks, everything else. And look, they say I don't love a good butt cheek, but I don't need to hear it in a song every other word.
Yeah.
All right. I don't need to know about it all. Yeah. And it's, you know, I like songs with stories. I remember the old ballads.
Oh yeah, I love
a ballad.
Oh yeah,
tell me a story.
Good story songs.
But that's like
guys like Jared Jeff Walker and those guys.
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
Exactly, the greats.
Yeah,
right. I can listen to
Chris Knight. Man, Chris Knight is one of he is so good. Guy Clark. I mean, guys like that. Man, they're just you can just listen to them songs. And the thing about it, and another guy who I love because being a rodeo guy was Chris Ledoux. And Chris, you can listen to his songs and you can literally in your mind. He could paint a picture.
Yes, he could.
In your mind, I mean, you can see this, you know.
And his story is tragic. His story was tragic, It had success and then more tragedy.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Yeah.
People don't know Chris.
World champion cowboy, turned country singer,
then fell off the map. Off the
radar.
radar. Well, Garth Brooks brought him back to the forefront.
Yeah.
And then cancer.
Yeah.
It was cancer.
Yeah. He had pancreatic and I think liver and something. I forgot what all messed him up. But yeah,
he was a quick resurgence.
He's one of the best.
Yeah. This stuff is good.
Not many artists went almost double platinum just in 3 states.
That's right. Yeah, that's crazy.
3 states.
That is crazy.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
He played a free show one time. They were telling me his manager is Toby Keith's manager. TK Kimbrell told me one time, said, man, Chris played a free show at some park somewhere. I forgot where it was in Wyoming. And they had over 105,000 people show up. That's almost the whole state of Wyoming. Because Wyoming's not very big.
No, it's not. And there's a lot of people in it.
No. And Chris played a free show at a park, and they said it was insane.
I wonder how much they were expecting versus how much.
Well, I'm sure they're expecting a couple thousand, but they probably weren't expecting that many.
Like, what is going on here? We are totally overwhelmed right now.
I mean, that's almost. That's almost as big as Garth did Central Park, but you didn't hear about it.
That's right. No, you didn't, and which is kind of sad in and of itself.
Yeah.
But here's another guy I hope y'all get to hear more of, though. Justin Kirk.
Oh yeah. Oh, Justin.
Tell me about Justin. I'm about to play his song "Praying for Me" because I love this song.
Yeah,
too. This is a good one.
Justin's a guy who I found on Facebook. He's friends with my cousins and some boys I went to high school with. And I just seen his videos on Facebook, and I was like, so I reached out to him. Said, hey man, want to play? Need something, whatever. And I got with him, got him kind of, I didn't kind of get him going. Justin had been playing before, with a group. And then kind of got away from it a little bit, and then he kind of got back going. He just put the videos out. Matter of fact, it was a song by Dustin Lynch called "Cowboys and Angels." It was the first one I seen. And I was like, man, this guy's got. He put a few more videos out. So I got in touch with him, and I was like, dude, I'm really digging, your sound, your voice, and everything. And then he got to playing and got him a band up together, and I thought, man, you need something different from what everybody else has got. Yeah. So I got my friend from Tupelo, Jonathan Simmons, that plays steel guitar. I got him hooked up with Justin, and he's still with Justin now, and they're playing. They play quite a bit now. They're doing good. They got several songs out on iTunes. You can go find him up. I think it's either under Justin Kirk or Justin Kirk and Company. I forgot how they got it. But this song here I really like. It's this is probably the 4th or 5th song he may have put out. Mm-hmm. It's really good, and it's got a good statement to it. I saw the meme one time, and I thought, man, I'm surprised somebody hadn't wrote or sang about this. And then about a year or so later, here it was.
Well, hey, look, folks, I hope you enjoy this song. It's a great
a lot of truth to this song, too.
Oh, yeah. The song's called "Praying for Me" by Justin Kirk. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
A small talk in a small town. Things I've been doing, stories twisted all around. I'm a bad guy, I don't have a heart. I'm a 10-man, no friends, man, I'm falling all apart. They love to throw rocks at me, thinking know my life, but they don't know me. Hate to read a page, but love to hear the story. Guess I got some for 'em. I'm a sinner, not a saint, don't claim to be. Dirt roads, rednecks come and roll with me. I'm a little white trash, love to cut up. Never been good but free. Believing on what's you hear and only have on what you see. Keep my name out your mouth, unless you're praying for me. Still raise a glass on Friday night. Ain't all wrong and I ain't all right. Just a small town boy at the end of the day. Still hunting fish and call my mama. Go to work when I don't want a small town life. No matter what they say, I'm I say don't claim to be dirt roads, rednecks come roll me. I'm a little white trash, love to good, never been good for free. Bleeding on what's ahead, and only hang on what's see. Keep my name out your mouth, unless you pray for me. Give me that small town fame, ain't never gonna change. Better close your eyes when you say my name. I was sitting out saying don't claim to be dirt roads, rednecks come and roll me. I'm a little white trash, love to good, never been good for free. Bleeding on what's ahead, and only have on what to see. Keep my name out your mouth, unless you pray for me. Keep praying for me.
There you go, another banger. That is Praying for Me by Justin Kirk.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling you, such good music.
All you folks starting drama out there, that's a song for you right there.
Oh yeah, true. That is true. There's a lot of that, by the way.
Yeah,
a lot of folks.
I don't like, as I always say, I don't like drama, but I'm a big fan of everybody else's.
That's right. That's right. You can see it. Hey Terry, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. So it's man. See, that's what I'm talking about. I know when you told me the other day you were going to send me some music, it was going to be good.
Yeah,
and it has been. It has proven to be all good.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I think I got a pretty decent ear on some good songs, good stuff. So.
Oh, you do. You do. That's what I say.
And some of these guys will tell you too. Randy is definitely not a yes man. If I tell you that's, I'm like, man, I could be wrong, but I just got this gut feeling, man. I'm not digging it.
Yeah. But that's the thing too, right? You go with what you feel and what you know, and go with your instincts. I think that more oftentimes than not, when you go with your instincts, it's going to be pretty accurate.
And if I was a singer, I wouldn't want a bunch of yes men around me either.
You don't need that.
No.
It's funny because even doing some of the stuff that I do, I'm always asking, all right, what was that? How was it good? Was it all right? Was it bad? I mean, I need to know. Yeah. I don't like someone say, oh, no, it was good. I'm like, but was it? Oops, have to catch that later. Yeah. See my monkey picture I put on Facebook last night?
Oh, yeah.
My brother-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He got that. What was Africa trips?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got another one. He's got another one that I want to put in the studio, but it would drive my dogs nuts.
Oh, I bet it would.
It's of a baboon sitting on rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just teeth bared and everything. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, Sammy wouldn't like it, would he?
Sammy would never enter the studio again. He would never. That dog would never come in here again. He'd see
Sammy.
that thing. Oh yeah, he'd be like, "What is going on? What is that thing?"
Exactly.
I don't want no part of it. I don't want any part of it.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, having you in here made this hour go by quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has gone by pretty quickly today.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I started looking at the time. I was like, man, we've flown by this thing.
Yeah, and it's funny though when you're talking about things you enjoy talking about.
Oh yeah, time flies.
Oh, it does.
I'm actually there for another hour, so
I know, which is crazy, right? Because you're sitting there doing it. I've been looking for some of my music. A lot of the stuff that I have in here from these artists is older, and some of it I can't find. I went through my whole system looking for some of the old stuff that I have. So I got to reach out to some of these guys. Because
well, you know who needs to reach out to you?
Who's that?
Some of the folks that was on Johnny and Ricky's show.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I thought about that last night too. I got to reach out to Johnny and see if he can hook me up with some of these guys, like
Mark Mewman Massey.
Mark, I got some of Mark's music actually, so I've got to put it. I'm gonna put it in here because I love Mark. Mark's so good. Blues, I love blues music. We don't have enough blues singers,
right?
I love.
And we're right here in the blues area.
We are, and so you'd think there'd be a lot more of it, and a lot more people wanting to put their stuff out here. I'm gonna get Pat Sullivan in here one day. I'll get Pat in here with his shit-tar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That shit-tar is the funniest. I love that thing.
Yeah,
I love it because I can say it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Right. Just say because it's what it is.
Yeah.
First time I saw that thing, I was like, "What in the world is that?"
Yep.
That's my shit-tar. It's like Ricky told me about it, but I didn't believe it. I should have believed it. Yeah, because that's another guy that'll steer you wrong. Ricky Swindle. Oh, Ricky. Talked to our good buddy Rip the other day.
Who's that?
Talked to our good buddy Rip Copeland.
Oh, you did? Oh, you talked to Rip, yeah.
Uh-huh. Might have some things in the works regarding no Ripster.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Rip's living a good life right now.
Oh, yeah, he's retired now.
Retired.
Yeah.
Got his little mini ranch out there that he's got.
Yeah.
He's enjoying life.
That's it. That's
what happens when you got a good woman behind you.
That's yeah. He's definitely got that. He better wake up every day thanking the good Lord for her.
I think he does.
Yeah.
I think he absolutely does. She is a good human being.
She's a mess.
Yeah. That whole thing is cool. So how's the rodeo circuit going?
It's good. I'm fixed to fly tomorrow. I got to leave to go to Gunnison, Colorado, which I've been going there now probably 9 years, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a tourist town. It's good people.
Good.
I mean,
that's what I was waiting for the words to come out.
Some people in town may not be, not my kind of people, but
gotcha.
I mean, the folks who run the rodeo there is really good. And in rodeo, we and the PRCA, we have a thing called Tough Enough to Wear Pink, where we Wrangler gives like pink shirts, and they do paint night. Well, this rodeo in Gunnison is the #1 largest Tough Enough to Wear Pink rodeo in all of America.
Really?
They have usually raised anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000.
Wow!
Just for this, just for Tough Enough to Wear Pink, just for the breast cancer night.
Oh, that's cool.
And then tomorrow night, right when the barrel racing's over with, we're on a racetrack. I mean, we're on an old racetrack, and they drive a truck out from the people, and they'll show a video. And while that video is going on with, they'll have a woman sitting in the back of the pickup, and they cut her hair. They get somebody every year to donate hair to Locks of Love.
Oh, and, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And the Gunnison Fire Department brings their big truck, and the big ladder truck, and they'll hang a humongous American flag off of it every night. It's pretty. It's right there in the mountains, man. It's pretty. And it feels good. 82, 83 for the high during the day, then 45, 47, 48 nights.
But not
like
humid, right?
Oh, no.
Crisp
no
air.
humid. It's dusty.
Oh, I'm sure
it's dusty, but you'll get usually about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll get a little what they call a little mountain shower come through there.
Yeah,
and it's just enough to settle dust for just 5 minutes. I mean, but the ground's so dry, it just I mean, as soon as it blows by, the sun comes out. I mean, it's right back to what it was. Yeah, it's nice. And then I leave there, and then I go to Ogden, Utah, which is it's gonna be busy this year because we're having what we call slack, where the contestants who can't get in the show, because we only take so many per show.
Yeah.
Like 10, 12, whatever, is the show.
Yeah.
Well, these guys and girls they compete in slack, and that's going to be at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, we'll take 10 or 12 out of that and come back for the show that night. And that's at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And we get done at about 10:30, 10:45, 11 o'clock, and don't bed down to midnight, 1 a.m. because, but it's 5 nights, 7,000 people every single night.
Dang.
It's sold.
It's kicking right there.
Yeah. It's crazy. We'll have like 4-H does like a little pre-rodeo deal. Then we have the kids sheep riding, and then we have the actual rodeo. And then when the rodeo's over, we have Cowboy Kenny's Iron Steel Rodeo, which is the Daredevils. As my friend Roger Mooney says, the Daredevils on dirt bikes.
Why do I feel like I've been missing out?
Oh, it's crazy, man.
I've been missing
it's wild out there. And then on Monday night, the 24th, which is it's a holiday instead of Utah, it's Pioneer Day.
Yeah,
it's a state holiday. And then Monday night, when it's over with, we have all that. And then as soon as the motorcycle's over with, they have now a drone show. Used to have fireworks, but now it's probably anywhere from 100 to 200 drones, and they make like cowboy boots. They make a hat. And the end, they make an American flag like waving. Pretty neat.
I'll bet that's interesting to see how they see.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yeah. It's a pretty neat deal. I can't wait to get out there. I know. I say all of them's my favorite, but these two are really are two of my favorites.
Yeah. You got them back to back.
Back to back. Yeah. We'll leave one. Ogden's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we drive to Gunnison is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we drive to Ogden Sunday. When we get there Sunday evening, we'll get checked in and get everything done. Monday, we'll do whatever, and then I think Tuesday we have our first slack, which is I think maybe just barrel racing only.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning we start, or Wednesday morning we start. Then we start Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday. All 4 days, morning and night. And then we're off all day Sunday, and then we go back with slack on Monday, and then last 4 months on Monday night. And then I fly back Tuesday afternoon, I think, or the 25th. So I'm gone about 2 weeks.
Yeah, fun, buddy.
Oh,
that's gonna be cool.
That was great.
You got to come back and join me some more though when you're in town.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna bring Justin and Chip, and Cody. We'll be coming in here live. Just ask everybody, man. Hey, keep commenting, keep sharing, keep liking.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is grassroots, and the only way to get this thing bigger and bigger is to like, comment, and share.
That's true. And look, we are giving away, for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live. So we're giving away this 10-ounce wine tumbler and 14-ounce mug. It's camouflaged, of course. That's what we're going to give out. It's right there. We'll put it up on Facebook. All you got to do is we'll have a show this week. You'll have to like and comment, share the show. It's the only way you qualify to win this sucker.
Yep.
And then the winner, I'll ship it out to you. It's that easy. Not difficult, folks. It's not difficult. I appreciate everybody tuning in today for the lunch show. We really do appreciate it. We will be back here, of course, tomorrow. Good Lord of willing, we'll be back here tomorrow. I may end up having to help my brother-in-law continue to move tomorrow because it was I dropped the gun safe on me yesterday.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was fun. Don't recommend it.
Don't recommend. No, I bet not.
But it was fun. I mean, we had a good. It was. Whoa, Lord, I'm worn out, buddy.
I bet you are. So I'm about to head home and pack. I have not packed one thing on this trip yet, so I got to get home and pack. Yeah. It won't take too long.
That's right. It's nice when you can travel, when you can pack easy.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Adios.
Tomorrow we will be right back here, 12 o'clock, 12 to 1 every day. Undefined Lunch right here on Undefined Radio. You have a good day, folks.